What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames, and as I promised in my last video, which was the Odd Eyes LAIR Darkness deck, that was requested, I said that I would do the Reggie part of the Arc 5 and do a DDD variant. And now I built this deck and I just did a test hand before recording this video, and oh my god, are the plays just there. There's so many plays. The LAIR Darkness just melds well with the DDs very consistently because Aram searches your high level DDs, which at the times you do actually need them very, like, just to help extend your plays. Aram nets you so much advantage just by being able to search your DDs that you don't. The Diablos and the LAIR bit aren't exactly the ones causing the consistency and the troubles. It's mostly just Aram. But the LAIR Darkness and the Diablos do help a lot because being able to tribute your opponent's monsters for your Aram and your Diablos is very consistent. Your traps as well combo very nicely with LAIR Darkness to net you advantage and consistent and sustainability. And just Diablos himself being able to just constantly get himself onto the board and disrupt your opponent's hands. Like the LAIR Darkness engine does actually meld very well with the DD engine. So with all that said and done, guys, I'm going to go through this deck profile because I'm actually really liking this at the moment. So we have 3 Ragnaroks going off the DDs, 3 Ragnaroks. Only 2 Thomas in this build because it's not like the Pendulum build where you need a Thomas all the time. You're not really going for huge Pendulum combo plays. You're just mostly just getting the enough pieces that you need to make your plays, make your boards, and believe me, you can go from one board straight into another, and it's just absolutely crazy. I went from a board of just Diablos, Aram, and 2 Thomas and a Ragnarok, and I managed to end with a Soyudra, 2 tokens, Titanic Galaxy, and a High Brave King. It's just like the things that you can do in this deck is just crazy. So only 2 Thomas. 2 Thomas is all you need. You have 6 ways to search it, so it's all good. You have your 3 Kepler. Kepler is obviously you're gonna have at 3. Only 2 Copernicus because it's just an additional fiend and a monster and a DD, and a way to dump materials that you need in your graveyard. So only 2 Copernicus. You don't have to play Copernicus. I don't really see too much need for it, but I put it in here just to get that little bit extra graveyard consistency. Moving on to non-pendulums, you have your 3 Swell Slimes and your 1 Necro Slime. Again, I just like only 1 Necro Slime, but if you guys want to, you could probably take out like the Copernicuses for a Necro Slime. A second Necro Slime is something like an upstart. If you want. 3 Lamia, and that finishes off the DDs. For the Diablos engine, I only play 1 Diablos and 3 Aram. I don't play Lilith. I find if you try and fit Lilith in, that's what ruins it. Lilith should be in decks where it's so much free space that you can put in those additional normal traps in there, and that you can search off with Lilith. Or if you're playing something like a Diablos Paleozoic build, because then you've got the Paleozoics are the normal traps for Lilith. So Lilith just has some natural targets. I feel like if you try and squeeze Lilith in there, it just ruins it. It just ruins the consistencies. I just find the 3 Arams is just perfect because Aram not only searches the LAIR Darkness, but it just search all of your other monsters, and at the very worst, it's kind of like an upstart. I only find 1 Diablos is all you need in this build because once you've got 1 going off, unless your opponent plays something like, you know, things like banish DD Crow and stuff like that to banish the Diablos, where they're actually then having to waste resources on him, and then you're just sitting there like, okay, that's cool, I don't really need Diablos. I have my Arams and I have my DD, that's all I need. So I just find this consistency very well. Going to dispels and to finish off the Diablos LAIR bit, 2 LAIR. 2 is all you need, 3 just gets way too cloggy, and 1 is just not enough at times. And then you've obviously got the 3 Aram, so you have 5 layers in there. Contracts, 3 gates, and 1 Swamp King. That's all you need. You gotta have the 3 gates. If you're not playing 3 gates, you obviously don't want to see your DDs. You just don't want to see your DD pieces. Obviously, if you're not playing 3 gates, no offense. But one Swamp King is all you need, unless you're going for a budget build. You can probably jump up, or fusion heavy build. You can jump up to 2 Swamp Kings, but you only need the 1. 3 Allurers and 1 Trading. I feel like because we have so many ways to search our level 8s in this deck, thanks to the ARAMs, you can get away with 1 Trading. You can literally just go ARAM, tribute something else, or like something like a DD or a token. Search at level 8, ditch it with Trading, draw 2 cards. You know, your deck filling, you're getting pieces in your graveyard, and so 1 Trading seems to be alright for now. And then you obviously got your 3 Allures, because everything in here is a dark. 1 Foolish and 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is to get to your Lamias and your Keplers, and then Foolish is to dump like your Necro Slime, your Lamia, and your Diablos. 3 Call by the Grave. This is a combo based deck. Hand traps are very annoying, and you don't want to see them, as well as some other stuff that you just don't want to see in your opponent's graveyard. So it's like in the mirror match, you can banish your opponent's Diablos. Bear in mind that will negate your own Diablos as well, but things like that can be very nice. Can be done very nicely with Call by the Grave. Run out the spells. I play 1 Monster Reborn, and the traps I mentioned earlier are 2 Full Force and 1 Eradicator. I feel like this is all you really need. If you don't want to play these traps, you want to go for a more turbo monster spell oriented deck, you could probably take these out for things like enemy control and stuff like that. Things that just tribute monsters to combo with the Lair of Darkness that don't affect your consistency. I think though these traps are just very nice because they literally they cause so much disruption. Especially Eradicator, as I always say, we praise Eradicator because it's just so good. Being able to destroy spells in formats like this is just so good. And the Full Force Virus, you know, a lot of things are low defense, so Full Force does hit a lot of those cards. If you don't want to play Full Force, or if you think that your meta in your area is not so much low defense but more low attack, just swap Full Force for Deck Devastation. There you go. For the extra deck fusions, we have the 2 Genghis, 1 Diarch, and 1 Beowulf. I was really considering putting in the Wave Oblivion King, just as that additional big giant monster in your extra deck that can just remove big boards on his own. But the extra deck, I just had to fit some extra things in here, just for more standard option plays. But if you want to put High Wave King in here, go right ahead. Synchro, Scarlight, Crystal Ring, Siegfried, and Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. I've never really seen the need to put Gust King in here again, which is a shame because I do like the triple Elemental Kings. But I never really seen the need to go into Gust King. I'm mostly always going to Odd Eyes Meteor Burst because he's just summoning that thing from the Pendulum Zone. It's just really good. Siegfried, Crystal Ring, and Scarlight just, you know, is that generic, easy to go into level 8. I can just wipe out boards and get game. For XCs is YUGIOH, Titanic, Coach King Giant Trainer, and High Wave King. YUGIOH, you gotta play it. Titanic, you gotta play it. Coach King is what I actually managed to make the Coach King in that combo that I did before. I went from the Coach King into like some other things on the board, get into the Skull Dread, draw more cards, and then just get the stupid board of like just these 2, which is stupid. You've got spell negations and double summon negations, just absolutely dumb. And the High Wave King, you can go into quite a lot, and if you do, that summon negation on a monster is just so good. And if you have got him pointed by a Skull Dread, he jumps to a 3100. So 3100 that negates summons is just so good. So those are the XCs I play. Obviously, if you don't want to play these 2 guys, take them out, put something else in. You don't have to play them. And then I got 3 links: the Skull Master King Archfiend, and Proxy Dragon. Proxy Dragon is just that well, let's go. Syudra is the one that you want to end with. Syudra is the big link that you want to make because it just getting those 4 draws is just so good. Really fixes your hands or extends your hands. Master King is just that generic one in this build. The other, obviously the Pendulum build, this is out for Electromite, but in this kind of build you just want to use Master King, just because just getting two things is very easy. Between your Aram and your DDs, it's very easy to get this. And Proxy Dragon is just a very nice extender link. When you've made one board and then you just want to keep going, get that like additional extra deck monster on the board, make Proxy, opens up the extra zone, and you go. And that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly have enjoyed making and playing with it. And I actually think I'm going to stick with it. I think this is going to be the build I'm going to stick with for now, until Konami gives us some DD support, like they've been doing with the Abyss actors. Come on, Konami, give us some DDs. And until then, you know, this is a build I'm going to probably stick with because it's fun, but it's also very competitive. It's naturally competitive, and it can cause some very nice plays and disruption. So I'm going to probably stick with it for now. So probably expect more updates on this build as I keep playing with it. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know, post us some options that you want us to do, some requests that you want us to do, and we'll try and get you to them. Get them to you when we can. So until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.